Hello, everybody. Good morning, Bowza. I see you there in the chat. How you doing, Bowza? I hope you're well. Okay, well, they announced Switch 2 this morning, apparently. So we're gonna watch it. I actually need to move some stuff around here. Anna Hudok, how are you, my friend? I've not seen anything yet. I literally woke up 30 minutes ago or something, and I saw people were online like talking about maybe it would be this morning when I woke up, but I had no idea. And I'm like, well, I guess I better get ready and fire up the live stream. I guess you better do that. So we're gonna watch this thing. We're gonna be kind of pulling things up on the fly here. About as good as one can do when I just got back from being in a mental ward. Oh, God. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Let me turn off this obnoxious chiptune Sabrina Carpenter cover. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay, Anna. So I famously, hang on, let me get my life together here, because we're doing this live, y'all. We just wanted to fire up the stream as soon as we could. So this might look horrible here. Window capture. This one, an update from Nintendo. Make sure the volume's all good. So, yeah, I've not seen anything yet, other than, the leaks that I think everybody's kind of more or less seen. So we're coming into this pretty blind, and we're just gonna see what's up. It is funny. Lockless says Nintendo Switch 2 TOO baby. Less depressed but still extremely anxious, but hopefully the therapy and medications will help with that. I hope so too. I hope you start feeling better, Anna. So here we are, man. I mean, it's 2 minutes and 21 seconds in length. The title being an update from Nintendo is the most, like, I just gotta say, the most, like, cold, unfeeling title that it could possibly be. Like, an update from Nintendo means nothing. And it's like, is this gonna wind up just being whatever, like Miyamoto talking about, like, yeah, like just staring straight at the shotgun of the camera for Akawa's like, it's real, mic drop, and then bounce. It's a wild title. They're mad the whole thing leaked, maybe. That reads like an article headline I'd write. Yeah, like it feels weird. Like it's just a weird, just impersonal kind of vibe. I've been on this soapbox actually for a little while now that like Nintendo has been becoming like more and more kind of like progressively sterilized. As time has gone on, just like all of the personality has kind of been stamped out of them over the years, and like they still have some of the Nintendo-ness, but like in a lot of ways it seems pretty sterile. And I don't know, just this title, an update from Nintendo, and 2 minutes and 21 seconds makes me feel like we're not going to see much here. But let's find out. Are y'all ready? Has everybody in here seen this but me? It's definitely an email subject line. I would like to tell my boss I'm taking leave. Yeah, totally. An update from me, from the desk of Doug Bowser. All right, let's watch this thing, y'all. I'm gonna do like a kind of sight watch of it. We'll live react to it, and then we'll sit and talk about it for a little while, go like frame by frame and stuff like that. All right, let's see what's up. Let's watch this. Let me know how the volume is. I think I have the volume at a decent level. I'm gonna try not to say too much during the actual trailer itself anyway, so let's find out. Nintendo. Actually, hold up. Okay, it is still HD. The artifacting on that looked very weird to me. There's Switch 1. Okay. It's bigger. This is giving PS5 reveal. Okay. USB-C, it looks like. Stingray, what's up, buddy? There's the new kickstand. It can go all the way back, huh? There's a new Joy-Con. A little bigger. New color scheme. We've seen this. I mean, yeah. It's exactly what was leaked. I do like the color scheme, by the way. Hey, there's mouse mode. Yeah, I mean, that's mouse mode right there, dude. Magnetic, it looks like. Yep. Oh, it's colored on the inside. That's pretty sick. I like that. And yeah, it is Switch 2. Is that it? Okay. I was like, give me a little more than that. Okay. Mario Kart? Is that a new Mario Kart? I mean, yeah, I guess so, right? That looks new. $2025, no date, I guess. Hang on. Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games asterisk. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date, and they show Mario Wonder on Switch 1 and Switch 2. Although not... Okay. Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Switch 2, April 2nd. April 2nd, 2025? Oh my god. Series of hands-on events held around the world. For more details, please check the official Nintendo website. This Nintendo Switch 2 experience. Huh. And that's it. That is the most, That's like the most bare bones nothing announcement I think I've ever seen. My starting soon screen had more personality than that announcement did. Okay, hang on. Let's go through this. It's funny. I was predicting on the Nintendo Drive last week that either this reveal trailer or some kind of commercial in the launch year would use Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. And so that's why I kind of cheekily played like a little obnoxious chiptune cover of it in the starting soon screen. I really thought this would be more than this. This is pretty much, I mean, it's funny, right? Because like this really is just everything that we already knew about the Switch 2. It really is just like everything that got leaked. It's just like, yeah, it's here pretty much. Mario Kart is the biggest surprise. Okay, let's go through everything. Let's frame by frame this sucker a little bit. Very Lockless says missed opportunity. What do you think the life of the employee of this Yoshi Desert gas station is like? Oh, good. I'm glad y'all are here. What do y'all think? Like, what are y'all feeling like with this thing? I'm pretty unenthused by this, to be honest. Okay. Very weird ASMR, like the fact that it's like get all the individual sounds of everything. We still got a headphone jack. USB-C port is nice, right? And I guess that's at the top of which was also leaked. I guess that's at the top of the thing, right? Bowser says it's comical. I was going to buy it day one regardless. Yeah. Yeah, Dan says matches the sterilization of Nintendo you talked about. Totally. This is exactly, you're right. USB-C on top is big. Lachlan says, I'm getting it. That's all really. Got to get ready for work, though, so enjoy the breakdown. Thanks for popping in, Lachlan. I hope you have a good day at work. Yeah, I'm with you, Dan. I'm excited, but yeah, I want games. Feels very corporate and unexciting. Yeah, Nintendo. I just have had this feeling in the kind of post Iwata era, because the thing that that we need to remember as Nintendo fans, and I'll get off this soapbox and we'll break down the trailer a little bit more here in a second, but the thing that we have to realize about Nintendo fans is a lot of what we liked about early Switch was still a holdover. Like, Iwata worked on the Switch. It's still a holdover from that era of Nintendo. And after, and I'm not trying to see like, I'm not trying to say that it all hinged on the shoulders of one dude, but this feels like a very different Nintendo. The idea that like a Nintendo, whatever, 10 years ago would reveal a console this way is like unheard of to me. Matt says, I mean, I'm 35. I want to see more than Mario Kart. Where's the juice? This is the first console we have that Iwata didn't work on, and it shows. Okay. Here's the kickstand. It is very funny to me how much, like, the kickstand's cool, but it's funny that, like, they're showing how far back it can go. Who's using it like that? Unless you're, like, 11 feet tall. Okay. I will say, I like the look of it. That, like, kind of orange and blue color scheme and stuff. You have? For what? I've used my Switch OLED like that. Like, for what? Like, what's the... I'm struggling to see the utility. But, I mean, hey, whatever. It's a funny thing to, like, stop and show in the trailer. Yeah. I want a white version, says Kev. Hey, Kev. Yeah, I hope they do have multiple versions. I do like these. I like the way... And again, this was all leaked, right? But I do like the way the Joy-Cons look. Now, they show here in a second. There's no utility, it just feels right. Well, fair enough. Sometimes that's all that matters. Bigger SNL or SL and SR buttons and everything. This was all, again, leaked a while ago. There at the top there, these little buttons are how you're gonna like detach the magnets. These are magnetic Joy-Con, right? They show here, let me see, isn't it here in a second? We're wiggling the stick around, okay? Is there anything, Chloe G, hey, good to see you. I beat some of your neon white times in bed at 2 a.m. flat on my belly like a gator with my Switch like that. That's fair. I mean, hey, do what you do you. Yeah, Bao says that stick already has drift, I can feel it. Yeah, is there anything to y'all, and look, I'm a layman when it comes to this stuff. But is there anything about this, like the stick moving around, that gives like Hall effect or anything like that? Is there anything that indicates that to people who would know? Because I don't know, like, to me, that just looks like a normal stick. This is cool. I do really like the mouse thing. You can't tell from the outside. Okay. Yeah, I'm completely ignorant about that. So, all right. So, I do like this. This is probably my favorite shot in the thing, like the two Joy-Con kind of racing. Interestingly, hang on a second. Doesn't only one of them have the optical sensor, or do they both? So there it is on the right Joy-Con for sure, right? That's the optical sensor right there for the mouse. Do they both have that? Okay, yeah, I guess so. Okay. For some reason I thought in the leaks we saw that only the right one had the optical sensor. They both have it. Okay. So yeah, mouse mode is going to be a big... This is going to be a big deal, I think. I like, and I will say, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, just that functionality, I think that Nintendo's going to get a lot of like cool mileage out of that functionality. They both might need it for games you can play with one, maybe, yeah. Well, And it's interesting too, right? Because the optical sensor allows for a lot of things. Like, I think the mouse functionality alone is really cool, which I think is going to make things like DS and 3DS style emulation or just game design in general, a lot easier. I think it's also going to be, I think it's also going to make it a lot easier for indies. For example, the Switch 1 is already such a big indie machine, but now people who put out their games on PC, if they wanted to, can literally just like slap it over to Switch 2 and it can work exactly the same way with parity, in theory, if everything supports it this way. It's also going to make Kid Icarus Uprising control really well. I like that it has the colors on the inside. Do you remember when Switch 1 was coming out, there were like a bunch of funny stories about people who were like somehow getting their Joy-Con like in the wrong slots, or they're putting like the straps on incorrectly and like breaking their switches and stuff. This to me feels like an accessibility kind of move. Like, I think a lot of people will be like, oh, well, yeah, like the blue one goes on the blue side and like the orange one goes on the orange side. I like it. I like the look of it. I do like the look of it. I like that kind of like sleek black with like the colors being on the sticks themselves. I do like that. And I assume that it's going to be like a quite strong magnet. Like it's going to snap in just like that, and it's not going to feel, unsturdy or anything like that. How do y'all feel about the name Nintendo Switch 2? I feel like this is so reactionary. I feel like this is so like they do not under any circumstances want a repeat of the Wii U situation. Like they want to make sure that this is clean language that I think, PlayStation has enjoyed for a long time. Nobody is confused about PlayStation versus PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 or 4 or 5, right? I think that's exactly what they're trying to avoid with Switch. I don't think they want anybody to be confused about like this is the next thing. This is Switch 2, right? Anna says this really does look and feel like a more accessible Switch. That makes me happy. Hopefully that extends to the games. I hope so too. Yeah, more accessibility is always a good thing. So I understand it's like a little boring. Like I know a lot of people were kind of hoping it would be called like the Super Switch or the Super Nintendo or whatever. And that would have been more fun, but I think practically, I think Switch 2 has always kind of made the most sense. I like that shot there. I like this kind of like this blue orange like color gradient they have. I like that it's not Bowser says, I'm about to quit my job. I have work travel April 1st and 2nd. And it says, I'm fine with the name. It gets the point across as what people would have thought of it anyways. Totally, right? You don't want anybody to be confused, I think. You don't want somebody's grandma to walk into the store this holiday or whatever, and you don't want them to come in and think that, they're not getting the right thing or whatever, right? I think the design of the thing is very like sleek and attractive. Kev says, I just wanted Super Switch with the SNES color scheme. I do hope that they get, I hope that they release cooler Joy-Con for this thing, or just literally, I've always wanted them to just steal Xbox Design Lab. Just do that. Okay, here's the back of it. It says, did the original Switch say game card at the top? I don't remember if it did. My Switch is over there. I could grab it, I guess. But like it says game card up here at the top. Volume and all that. So here we go. This is probably the biggest thing, right? New Mario Kart. How much are we thinking these Joy-Cons cost? Aren't the current ones like $80? Yeah, I mean, I assume these are going to be more expensive, right? For a set of two? Yeah, it's probably gonna be. It does say game card on my OLED. Okay, I didn't know. Um, Mario Bros. Circuit. It does. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100% on that. So we can see DK, Daisy, Rosalina, Toad, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi. This is all pretty straightforward stuff. Luigi tires branding a couple of like stray toads. This is also probably very early like footage too. Mario Motors. We got these like kind of plateaus suspended on pipes here. Yeah, this track feels like a Crash Team Racing track. It's just kind of nothing. We don't get a sense of like the gimmick or anything. It's kind of interesting to see Rosalina's cart here kind of is like almost like a sled or something. You see that? How it has like these weird like kind of slopes on it? Isn't that weird? Have a good day at work, Bowser. Thanks for popping in. Looks kind of odd, right? Yoshi is on a motorcycle. Bowser is on like a four-wheeler. So that's cool. Who else is on like a unique kind of cart? Everybody else looks like they're on kind of like a standard cart. Oh, I apologize for incorrectly identifying the Yoshi burger joint as a Yoshi gas station. Yeah. Yeah, we regret the error. I will admit, I mean, it's funny. Like on paper, Mario Kart 9 has always made the most sense for them to like launch this thing with, right? Like a new Mario Kart has always made the most sense. We all know Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is is the best-selling thing on the Switch One. It's always made a ton of sense, but for some reason I really did think they would dangle that carrot on a stick for a little bit longer. This is still practically nothing here. Is that a Hammer Bro in the stands with like a blue Yoshi and a Shy Guy? We see that looks like a little like Nabbit, a little Nabbit like logo for some kind of business there. They're looking at something. Mario and Luigi both look shocked here. What's that about? What did they see? So what do you think the life of the lone Yoshi burger joint employee is like? Yeah, that's got to be pretty sad, right? How many people are buying burgers on the... Well, I mean, I guess I've been to raceways and stuff where you can buy burgers. We got a Shy Guy, a couple Shy Guys there, some cactus. Yeah, it's a diner there. Let's see if I can catch that. There it is. Mario Bros. Circuit Diner. So, yeah, they're also thinking about that Yoshi burger joint. They saw some good burgers on display there. It kind of is giving like it's kind of giving like Cars Route 66 or something. It's kind of giving Cars 3 Driven to Win or or whatever. Yeah, Rosalina's card is interesting here. DK is kind of like on a standard. Hey, Presto, Mario Kart. Presto's the biggest Mario Kart fan I've ever met, so Presto's probably over the damn moon right now. Rosalina's card is the most interesting to me here. Yeah, oh, and Switch 2, I guess. What do you make of this little glimpse of the track, Presto? How are you feeling about this, dude? I'm trying to get a better shot of Rosalina's cart. Everybody else is either in standard carts. Bowser's got like this four-wheeler thing going on. Everybody else is either on like a bike or a more standard cart. Rosalina's cart is like the weird looking like it looks like a snowmobile. Her cart looks like a snowmobile, straight up. I love how open it looks. It does look pretty open, I guess, doesn't it? And they're going off-road, like, straight away, right? And you can kind of see in the back, at the end of, like, the course there, DK has a design much closer to his movie look, too. I guess I need to go back and look at the look of DK. I do like, I always like it in a Mario Kart track where we have this, like, this kind of big, kind of final slope here, like curve coming into like the end of the first lap or whatever. I do like that. That looks pretty cool. I like the look of that. Yeah, let's get a little bit of a better look at DK here. He definitely looks more movie-ish. With like the sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like more, I guess, sunken eyes or something. Like he definitely looks more movie-ish back there, doesn't he? That is definitely a new DK design for sure. Oh, Nintendo has officially retitled the video to Nintendo Switch 2 First Look Trailer. Okay. Are there more than 12 starting spots? Oh, interesting. Oh, there's definitely more. 6, 12. Wow, you're right. 18. Is that 21? Or does it presumably? No, this is definitely shorter, right? Because I guess. Okay, no. Yeah. So it's 24. It's 24 spots. So yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, that could be pretty chaotic. You're right. 24 spots here. What does this say? Fireflower gas station? Fireflower gas station. Ticketing. Yeah, good catch. 24 spots here. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be big. I mean, I got to admit though, you know, it doesn't, I mean, it looks like Mario Kart to me. Is it just me or does everybody look a little bit more, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, everybody looks a little bit more squat to me. Like everybody looks a little bit more like chibi or something. Hey, Wilk says Mario Kart 8 Redux Part 2. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look a whole lot better than 8 Deluxe. Like I'm not like wowed by this, right? Mario Kart gonna turn into NASCAR the way they keep expanding the amount of racers in a race. Yeah. Yeah, everything looks a little bit more like condensed, like a little more like chibi fight. Even Bowser back there, he looks a little just more squat. He looks kind of cute. Like I don't know, that is interesting to me. Everybody looks just a little bit more. Even Peach back there is looking a little bit more movie-ish. I feel like her hair looks a little more movie-ish. I mean, look at the size comparison between Toad right next to Peach. They look like they're essentially the same size. And it makes me wonder how in-depth the like stats and stuff are going to be. Like, with the exception of Bowser, even DK doesn't look that much bigger. Is that Wario back there as well? Hang on. I mean, yeah, putting the art style in the style of the movie makes sense. So hang on. There's Wario, a Koopa, and is that Pauline? Huh. I don't know who this is. This looks like a Koopa Troopa to me. This looks like a brown-haired person. Is this Pauline? Obviously, we don't get a great shot, but we see Wario, DK. Just trying to see if we can see anything back there. I guess I'm curious if I would be shocked, Presto, if we don't still have Kart customization, but I guess I'm curious if they're gonna like, you know, get in the weeds with stuff like how MK8 has like weight classes and stuff like that. Like, is this game gonna worry itself too much with that? Because Even Bowser, frankly, doesn't look that much bigger than anybody else. And like the cars all look roughly the same size to me, you know? And I don't know if that's just like a stylistic like art direction thing or if it means that like weight class is not going to be as big a deal in this. Who knows? I wish I could just get a better look at everybody back there. Shout outs to the T-posing Yoshi in the background here. The T-posing blue Yoshi back there is pretty good. Shout outs to that. Okay. We think multiple SKUs at launch? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Oh, we get a little bit more here. What does that say back there? Oh, Shine Sprite. Okay, I think this is definitely Pauline. You get a little, and that looks like Baby Mario too? Yeah, that looks a lot like Pauline to me back there. And I think that might be Baby Mario there behind her. Diner, Shine Sprite something, computer enhanced. Yeah, that is definitely Baby Mario. Yeah, and I think that's Pauline there right behind Wario. So we've already got a pretty good amount of characters confirmed, to be honest. Waluigi I can see back there. Yep. Toadette is right there, clear as day. I mean, yeah, that's just literally Mario movie Donkey Kong right there. Straight up. There's Baby Peach. Okay. I will say Mario himself looks super animated in comparison. I also don't think this footage was actually captured on Switch 2. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, maybe it's a dual launch thing, but I do think they also need I do think that they are going to need to have like Switch 2 exclusive software off rip. And I think that Mario Kart 9 is probably the smartest thing if they do launch with it. I think that is the smartest thing to have as an exclusive, even though I do think they're going to be fairly dedicated to appealing to both markets for a long time. I don't know if Mario Kart is the thing to be cross-gen or not. But maybe it is. I mean, they would be smart to say, hey, Mario Kart 9 is a launch title, and it only runs on this thing, so you must upgrade. I meant like I think this is in-engine. Yeah, this is totally in-engine. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt in my mind that this is in-engine, yeah. This does not look good enough for it to not be in-engine. Just seeing if I can see anything else. There's the Yoshi Burger Bar. I do really like the Yoshi Burger Bar, to be fair. I do like that we have a little drive-through there. The question is, can we go through the drive-through? The boost pad is huge. I mean, it kind of has to be, right? Kind of has to be huge for it to facilitate the amount of players. I mean, it seems like this is going to support 24 players. By the way, this car looks very like retrofuturism to me. This is giving like Jetsons. Just like the design of this car is giving like a 50s impressionistic sort of design. Like the car, this does not look like a normal Mario Kart, like civilian car to me, right? Is that just me? Am I alone in that? We see how big and open this course is here on the open road here. Let's see. Anything else that we can see here? I kind of forgot that we got this like second shot of it. More boost pads up there. Curves around kind of to the side here. There's also like a little pathway that goes off here. I mean, could this be like a Crash Team Racing kind of scheme where you have like an open kind of like hub environment and you like, you know, you drive around to actual points to like take on either single player missions? Like, could this be like a a Crash Team Racing or like a Burnout, like Paradise sort of thing where it's almost like open world Mario Kart where you go and tackle things individually or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's any indication of that happening here, but it is kind of interesting to see like all of these pathways leading off to the side and stuff. Almost has a bit of a Forza Horizon feel. Yeah, a little bigger and a little more open. What if it's like Diddy Kong Racing? Right, that's what I mean. Super Nintendo, like how, you know, like there have been kart racing games where like the single player component is sort of like the single player component kind of has its own like hub space that you can go and explore and stuff. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know. Wilk makes the comparison of Forza Horizon, like, that is sort of, you know, maybe what we're dealing with here. That'd be kind of interesting. These, like, plateau structures back here are giving Goomba, right? Okay, that's 1000% Pauline. Pauline confirmed. Yeah. All good, Super Nintendo. No, we're just hanging out here. Yeah, Pauline confirmed. There is no doubt in my mind that that is Pauline right there. So we already have a pretty significant roster just in this trailer alone. That button on the right Joy-Con doesn't seem to be a C button. It looks like a screenshot button for the right Joy-Con. Think so? Some of the baby characters back here again. That might be a Shy Guy. That's Waluigi for sure, right? Let's get a closer look. Let's get that closer look at the right Joy-Con there. They have blacked that out pretty specifically. That does not have any kind of icon on it. Which, I mean, to me, because look, man, like this does still have like the screenshot button on it. But this, I mean, very clearly also it looks like okay, that's just like a trick of the light there. The arrow keys are still there. But this is just a black square. That's all that is. Yeah. Top of the morning, says Phelan. What's up, buddy? I can see them doing that for this reveal until they reveal what it does. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's just like the button that goes into mouse mode. You know? It could just be that. It could be you push that button when you want to go into mouse mode. I don't know. Anyway. I thought this was cool. They showed like the new Joy-Con grip. I think it's pretty sleek to have the new Joy-Con grip that like snaps into the side. That's pretty nice. I dig that. Okay, here's the new dock. I like the look of the new dock. Pretty good. Yeah, the mouse mode thing is definitely real. We saw the mouse sliding. It kind of juts out quite a lot from the dock, no? Best Buy has a pre-order email set up. That's good to know. I'm not, you know, I know a lot of people are worried about pre-ordering this thing. I'm not that worried about pre-ordering this thing. Yeah, I think that you're not going to have any issue finding this. I think you know, I'm going to pre-order one for sure as soon as I'm able to, but I don't think that we need to be going crazy. Okay, we got little feet on the dock here. I am worried about the exposed things that are like Joy-Con, that the Joy-Con connect to. Like if I'm playing without Joy-Con, they feel like they'd get damaged. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe. How do you feel about the only game they show being Mario Kart? I think that this is like the most safe, like possible reveal trailer there could possibly be. There's like nothing, there's like nothing going on. They did not say too much. And the only game that they talked about period was, hey, we're making a new Mario Kart. Like that to me is like the most, you know, risk-free reveal trailer possible. Right. Everything about this was already leaked, which for sure takes the wind, you know, undeniably takes the wind out of the sails a little bit, right? That's for sure. Even the Joy-Con grip has the color-coded interior, which is good. Everybody definitely looks more expressive. Like, look at how DK looks when he got hit back there. Just trying to see if there's anything more to glean from the background here. Look how big that boost pad is, man. That's a chonker. Phelan says it's bigger, it's new, and they're finally making a follow-up to the best-selling game on the predecessor. It's as little as they could show to drum up the most amount of excitement. Yeah, they're still keeping this, like, very close to the vest, right? I mean, this is literally, we needed to reveal this thing so that third parties can talk about it, and like, whatever, Best Buy can take pre-orders. Do you think we'll see a Switch 1 Direct between now and April 2nd? Yes. Yep, I do. I'm not sure I'm day one. Will depend on games and price. You're day one, Kev. Come on, dude. I do like that. That's a cute little. I like the little like quick click out to the right. Let's not fool ourselves, Kev. That's cute. I like that. My biggest question now is Metroid Prime 4 and Legend Z through A coming to this or not. Yeah, I mean, even if not, they're all gonna be playable. Apparently I need to get a job again so I can buy this. Yeah, they're all gonna be playable on this thing regardless. Now if it's coming to it natively with like enhancements, I don't know. But you're gonna be able to play it on this thing regardless. Another kind of thing, another sort of nebulous thing up in the air is we're almost certainly going to get a Pokemon Presents next month, right? So we'll see. Wonder how much I can sell my current Switch for. That's another thing, right? Like you're going to be able to, like GameStop is going to have a promotion where you can trade it in and get whatever $150 or $200 off of Switch 2 or whatever the case may be, right? Wilk says, I wonder if games are gonna hit 70 this go around. Absolutely. No, there's no question of that in my mind. It is kind of nice that they like because there were, I did see some people that that speculated that perhaps that like this could slip to 2026 or something. So it is nice that they've said you know, they've said like, no, this is for sure 2025. Okay. Let's see. There's a little bit more to look at here too. So they show Mario Wonder running on the thing. I do think it's important to talk about the backwards compatibility. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping that they would show like the new cartridge. I fully expect Switch 2 carts to have a little notch on the side. Little notch here, just exactly like 3DS. Just so that people can't, you know, accidentally put them in Switch 1. I fully expect that to be a thing. But they didn't show that here. Well, alright, I need to get ready for my day. Good morning and cheers to you. Walter S. says, please launch new Zelda. I don't think we're getting a new Zelda on this thing for a minute, but I would love that. Have a good day, Presto. Thanks for popping in. We're going to wrap up here pretty soon anyway. Super Nintendo, do you think third parties will go crazy with announcing Switch 2 games, or will they wait until after April 2nd? I think that third parties will talk about Switch 2 games now. The flames look like Crash Team Racing flames. Wonder if that's just cosmetic or if they changed the boosting and drifting a bit. That's interesting. That's an interesting point. That'd be cool. Yeah, so it's neat to, you know, it's neat to show them like side by side like this. This I think makes a lot of sense. This is the kind of thing that you do have to like tell people that like, yes, don't worry, you're safe to go ahead and upgrade now. your library is still valid and, you know, and meaningful on Switch 2. That all makes sense. Now, I actually want to go pull up the website. So we have this Direct coming April 2nd. The fact that the Direct isn't even happening until April 2nd makes me feel like this is... I mean, this has got to be like a May or June release date at the earliest, right? I don't know if they're going like full holiday release window for this, but like summer probably makes a lot of sense for them. Considering that Microsoft and Sony might also have something kind of queued up for the holiday, it probably makes a lot of sense for them to get in on the summer. I want to look at this, the Switch 2 experience. So hang on. Let's actually pull this up. Can we Google this? It says check the official Nintendo website. Can I like refresh this and go to the website here? Okay, this just shows the trailer. Let's go to Nintendo.com and see if we can find the... Yeah, here we go. Switch 2 experience. Register for a chance to attend. Jesus. Okay, get hands-on with Nintendo Switch 2, the successor to the Nintendo Switch system in New York, Los Angeles, and Dallas. Dallas is pretty close to me. I can go to Dallas. April 25th through the 27th in Dallas. Okay. All right. Tickets will be made available through a free-to-enter randomly selected drawing. Register during the registration period for a chance to attend. Registration is open from January 17th until the 26th. Okay. Registrants will be notified of the drawing results soon after. Okay. All right. Well, we will enter in for the Dallas event, and I'll make the drive out if they're doing it. I got tickets to the last Nintendo experience thing in Seattle. It seems they're pretty generous. I hope so. I feel like I never win this crap. Like I always, like, I didn't get into the playtest thing. I did not get into the PAX thing. If I get into the Dallas Nintendo Switch 2 experience, I will go. I will make the drive. That's like a 3-4 hour drive for me. I'll go. I live in Houston now, but I'll make the drive out to Dallas. This to me also feels pretty nice. Like the layout of this, like we got an East Coast thing, we got a West Coast thing, and we have a South thing. That to me makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. How many people can I register at once? So I'll probably register for myself and my wife, to be honest. Yeah, Super Nintendo ad says, I used my account and both of my kids' accounts and didn't get selected for the NSO playtest, those monsters. Exactly. All right. So yeah, we'll check this out and we'll go to this if we can. Well, cool. Let's give this thing... Let's see, is there anything else that I want to look at before we wrap up stream here? Let's give it one last good watch through before we wrap up, everybody. Go about our days. Just trying to see if there's like anything interesting up here. The straps are on the bottom this go around, it looks like, rather than strapping to the side. Oh, for the Joy-Con, you mean? Yeah. Makes sense. This thing has little, like, feet on it. Did the Switch 1 have little feet on the bottom like that? Also, it looks like the micro SD might still be tucked underneath the kickstand. Looks like that might still be a thing. Don't really get a great look at it there, but Just looked at my Switch 1 and it has some sort of feet. Okay. I do like that the shoulder buttons are bigger. I do think that this is going to be far more comfortable to hold than the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. Yeah, straps are on the bottom. I mean, the straps look more or less identical to the Switch ones, which I mean that's fine. I am really excited to see what they do with mouse mode. The first WarioWare game on Switch 2 is gonna go crazy. Yeah, we see the straps. Yeah. I mean, we've looked at this thing pretty thoroughly, right? Cool. Well, I think that's going to do it. We'll we'll be back in April for the Nintendo Direct Nintendo Switch 2. I do feel like they should have some kind of when they come out of mouse mode, you see the strap still on the desk. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was talking about this on the Nintendo Drive last week. Anna says first-person shooters in mouse mode could be fun. I do think that there's going to be some contingent of people who like prefer to play shooters on Switch 2 because of that. I do think it gives them potentially a bit of a competitive edge. Okay, let's wrap things up here, everybody. We have somehow watched this 2-minute trailer for the past hour now. Let's go ahead and wrap up. I appreciate everybody for coming out and hanging out with me a little bit today. I appreciate all your likes and subs if you haven't already. I appreciate that. I will be on the Nintendo Drive tonight talking about this with the Nintendo Drive crew. Gonna record a thing for the Koopa Cast soon as well. And we'll have some reactions to that too. And I mean, part of me is kind of glad that there's actually not all that much to break down here today. Because I think that it gives us more to think about and more to speculate on, which I kind of like. But I mean, yeah, this was just a confirmation thing at the end of the day, right? They just wanted to say, hey, this is real and we're doing it. So, let's get Sabrina Carpenter back. Let's get her back. Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out, for watching live. Thanks to VOD watchers watching in the future. I guess I better make a thumbnail for this thing at some point. I just fired up the stream. I was like, let's just go live. I appreciate y'all. I hope everybody has a great day. I'm excited to talk about it tonight on the Nintendo Drive on Carpool Gaming. If y'all aren't already subscribed over there, there's the CPG command, youtube.com/carpoolgaming. We'll be live tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, which I think is, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll be live talking about this. And we'll talk about this on the Koopa Cast soon, too. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.